Hey guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Happy Sunday to you guys. We're going to try to push out chapter 35, finish this out, move into chapter 36. Really hoping we can make a lot of progression. We pushed the King's Tower quite a bit, made a little bit of progression. We're actually capped out with the team that we're on right now. So our team is not strong enough. We definitely have to go ahead and gain a couple levels. We pushed the Tower Light a little bit. We pushed the Graveborn as well as the Wilder Tower. The Brutal Citadel, we haven't been able to make progression in for a little bit. Here, it looks like Kren is really the one that you're seeing on most all of the teams, but we haven't been able to make any progression when it comes to the Brutal Citadel, which we have to focus on. We got Bloody Star here, Abandoned William, Darkblane is here. We got Chris and Antonio as well. All right, guys, so we have our team set, just like you've seen earlier. We're going to start answering some questions. Throw them up in chat if you do have any questions. We're going to run this until we can finish it, guys. So this formation, we're actually looking at building, I think it was Lucretia, and it was running Ortho. So we're going to run this combination. And I think the last one, I'm trying to think who was the last one. I think we had Sophia in there for a little bit, but we had Queen in this one, actually. So we'll drop Queen in this formation. We're going to let it go. We are going to let it go. Yeah, I've heard that, Chris, that Kren in the tower absolutely destroys. Which that was kind of a weird ending there with Orthos. 357 million, 175 million there from Iran. Very nice. 3552. Again, we're going to continue through here. Don't push the tower too much. Yeah, pushing the tower is... honestly, it's probably one of the best things to do. You get so many resources from the tower. It is crazy the amount of resources you do get out of the Abad done to Sad. I always say the same wrong. Always say the name wrong. All right, we got to get these teams down, guys. I want to finish out this chapter. And this team, I don't think we were using... this team. Let's try the Brutus team in here. We geared all these teams up. We have to make these work. Which I'm hoping here with Mahira, we can just get them to continue to alt. What's going on, William? Are you going to do a dimensional faction breakdown? I can, Chris. With the dimensional heroes themselves, it's a pretty standard list, honestly, when it comes to the dimensional heroes. Ainz is number one by far. Always been the strongest dimensional. Followed by Albedo if you're running Ainz. Ezio is probably the choice for number two. He's really the go-to for that second position because of the insta-kill. Not many other heroes can do the insta-kill, which is crazy. I mean, to insta-kill the enemy, especially if you have the 9 of 9 furniture for Ezio, is a very strong combination. This one, we're running Alna with Damon. This is our Alna Graveborn combo. If you need burst damage, Damon is the way to go. If you need continuous damage, or if they have a lot of DPS, or a lot of mitigation, you can put Grez in here, essentially to burn this team out. Seastorm on chapter 39 with 240 Lucretia and Crystal 200. Yeah, Lucretia is the way to go, guys. So there we go. This was the stage that we were stuck at the last live stream, 35-52. So the 4-team stage is done. And we're just going to continue through here, guys. Have you tried Mahira, Rowan, Damon, Isolde, Leica, and Pharrell? Headache, I have a couple times. The thing that I noticed that a lot of people do is getting Mahira to alt. That's really the key. A lot of times Mahira will not do that much damage. It works well with Rowan, but when it comes to building 4 teams, it can be difficult to finish. Hi, what's the most mythic card you would preferably use to get a hero 9 of 9? My Alna is 5 of 9, and I'm tempted to use my 4 cards, but feel being more patient. The unit, so interesting that you bring that up. Looking at the combination is if your Alna is 5 of 9, take a look at the pieces of furniture that Alna has. because if Alna has like 2 large, 2 medium, 1 small, summon all day long. Summon until you get that card, because you're guaranteed with that combination of furniture, you are not going to get a duplicate. In the same manner unit, if you look at your 5 of 9 furniture and you have 3 large and then 2 medium, I might consider using the cards. There's, a 66% chance you're not going to pull a dupe, but you have that 33% chance that you're going to pull a duplicate. So take a look at what you got. Take a look at the furniture that you have, and then I would really just play it from there. Would you go Alna, Pippo, Raku, Oden, Skarat, Titus, SI30, Nax? Got almost all the other main ones. Honestly, I would go Alna. Alna, guys, is a hero that I think a lot of players underrate, just for the simple fact that Alna is expensive to build. That's really the big thing, is Alna is an expensive hero to build, but when you have her built, absolutely phenomenal, guys. Alna is super, super powerful. Let's swap these two, see if we can get... We got to get Lucy to live. She's taken a lot of damage right at the beginning. But again, we know these stages are going to take a little bit of time. A little bit of RNG and a little bit of time to get the teams down. I got Lucretia and Grez to 9 of 9 this week. Bloody Star, that is one heck of an accomplishment. They are 2 heroes you have to have. I mean, honestly, in AFK Arena, they're 2 heroes you have to have 2 9 of 9. Lucretia with the Hellfire ability, Grez with the shields on the minions. You have to have both of them. Let's see. Again, we're going to kind of play with these teams around here, but we're going to keep the same teams. I get my cards to 7 and then use 2 red. Yeah, Chris, again, it really depends on what you get, because if you have 6 cards and I have 3 larges, I have 3 mediums, chances of you pulling another card that's a small is pretty slim. I mean, it can be pretty slim. Making sure, again, that you're just not getting a duplicate, a bunch of duplicates. Put Lucy in the back line. We got it. Like I said, some of it just takes, honestly, a little bit of RNG there. There's Mahira's ult pretty quick. We got Khazard's ult up, which I think Oscar just destroyed everybody. And if you've seen, a big counter here is when they turn Mahira around. Because if Mahira does her ult backwards just like that, it only affects the one target. Let's swap out some of these. See, we're getting the crowd control down here, which is good, which we can swap her back line. There we go. She's got all the buffs. We'll get them down. She's a mythic now, but I got 7 pieces saved back already. Yeah. Good luck on 35. Yeah, we want to get 35 down, guys. This is where we've been kind of stuck. And even here, this team doesn't seem like it's just getting destroyed. But again, it takes some RNG. Just like that. That is all we need, guys. 253 million from Lucretia. Just a little bit of RNG to get these teams down. Why Damon 9 of 9 is not good. Damon's 9 of 9 is good. It's not the 100% priority. But his 9 of 9 is good. Most players do build Damon to a 9 of 9. We have him at a 9 of 9. There's just so many heroes. And I know a lot of newer players might not know it, but we've added, even if you played AFK Arena probably within the last year, they have added a crazy amount of new heroes. Even recently, we've seen, we got Peggy and we got Raku, we got Celestials, we got Hypogen heroes, we got Dimensional heroes, we got Desira, and we know right now a new Lightbearer hero, which I think is going to be the Hunter. We have another new hero that's already in the works, that's already going to be here shortly. So Lilith has been doing absolutely crazy when it comes to the amount of new heroes we're seeing. They promised back in the day that they would not do more than 2 heroes, which I guess they kind of forgot about that because we've seen a ton of heroes, but they said no more than 2 in a month, which again, we've seen that unfortunately is not the choice right now. What's going on, Kenneth? Thank you for joining us for the stream. This one's going to be a little bit tough because we're running. Again, just got to get Mauler to ult. She can't ult on a totem. That really doesn't help if she's ulting on totems. Boom, there's a good ult. We'll get it. Again, just gonna take some RNG here. We got Khazard's ult. There's another Mauler. Should have this one, guys. There we go. Very nice. Ainz, 473 million. That's why we have always said, guys, build Ainz. 253 Lucretia, which is awesome. Here, 247 million from Damon. And then here, kind of even. And look at Rose, guys. 67 million damage from Rose. What's going on? Christos? In Gianna Luca? High Wind is here also. Too much work. Never too much work, guys. That's AFK Arena. A lot of this game, you know, a lot of people say, how do we get my heroes so far? How are the faction accounts so far? It just takes time. I mean, that is it, guys. It takes time to play AFK Arena day in and day out. It is just about the time you put into the game. Honestly. Yeah, Mauler is really good. I like Mauler. Some stages, just like any hero, doesn't perform that well, but overall, Mauler with the Mesmerize, it's like a supercharged Tassie is the way that I look at her, but she works very, very well. Double ult there for Mines. Should be able to take down Scrat. There we go. 401 million damage. All right, guys, we got a couple more stages. Yeah, I absolutely 100%, Chris, agree with you. That was a change that was so long coming, so much needed with that follow button. I mean, just ridiculously needed with that follow button. And here, I don't know if we can take him down. Should be able to, especially with Taylene there. I think the new Lightbearer hero is going to be similar to Falks. I hope not, Hills. Honestly, I hope the new Lightbearer hero is completely new, is completely unique. And I really, really hope, guys, that the new Lightbearer hero is going to be a late game, end game Lightbearer. As many of you know, short of Rowan, there is zero presence when it comes to the Lightbearer faction in late game and end game. Rowan is the only hero. Rowan is the only one that is used, unfortunately. I really hope they give them some viability to be used later in the game, honestly. And if he's similar to Falks, then what's the point, Hills? Just redo Falks. Honestly, that's really, you know, Falks is a hero that could definitely use a rework. They've reworked him before, but you could make a hero that you already got. We got a brand new subscriber. Bastion is joining us. Thank you for subscribing, Bastion. I'm strict free to play with one exception, although I regret not saving enough for Albedo. Yeah, the second team on 3560. Flora, guys. We know the Flora teams are an absolute nightmare, but they said to deal with the Flora teams, use Alna and Damon. So those are the two that we're going to deal with there. How am I doing? I am doing great, guys. Absolutely love doing the live streams. We were waiting for Sunday, got up, I cut the grass, took care of everything outside, so we are ready. Most of you guys know if you're in the US, it is a holiday weekend, so it's Memorial Day this weekend. So shout out to all the vets and in memory of all of you guys. Let our kids help you with the accounts. You're going to be bored. Oh, going to be really bored just having my kids play it out. There we go, guys. First one done. Belinda needs a rework. I will absolutely agree with you. Belinda, I would absolutely say with the swap scroll, Belinda was probably the #1 hero. Belinda and Shamiro were probably the top 2 heroes that people got rid of. That absolutely people got rid of just because of the nature of the two. All right, so this is the one that's going to be super difficult, guys. So I'm hoping Damon can get some of this done. And we got another new subscriber. Jefferson has joined us. Thank you for subbing to the channel. And we got Chris E as well. I think it's starting to catch up. See, I wonder if we could do Lucy. You know what? We're going to try this. This is the team that everybody has problems with, guys. This is the Flora teams. Flora teams are very, very difficult because you have to kill everybody and you have to kill Rose. If Flora's in the front line, it's not so bad. With Flora in the back line, it is crazy. And Arnildi joined us as well. So I'm thinking here, Shakusek as well. All right, I'm slowing it down a little bit. So there's Damon's shield, but see, Rowan down here is really hard as well. We're going to try this quite a few times, guys, and then we'll actually just swap it to probably another team. See if we can get the Flora down. I know last time we used Thorin. Thorin was the one that we got it down, with before. But I really feel like we need to take out some of these heroes to really minimize the damage that everyone else is taking. AFK Arena like to give me Flora. She's at Mythic. Should I use Hero Chest to get her to Ascended? Is she useful or too so? Essentially, Levi, with Flora, Flora does really, really well. The big thing with Flora is she has to have a team built around her. So that's where a lot of people get Flora and they don't really use Flora. She does require a pretty specific team built around her. It requires, the stall comp to be built around her. You have to have a team built around her. It looks like Brandy joined us as well. Brand new sub to the channel, so we've gotten a lot of them on the stream so far. The new gunner is confirmed to be Lightbearer. Lethal crossbow, not that I have seen. Looking at how they were building heroes, and from what I've heard on Reddit, on Discord, on a couple different places, they have said the new hero is a Lightbearer. Again, I like to wait until it's confirmed, until Lilith says it's a new Lightbearer, until we really go. But yeah, that's what everyone has been saying, that it is going to be a Lightbearer hero. See, in this, guys, again, we are just getting destroyed. We need to lose a couple heroes and then Lucretia to take out the rest of this team with that Hellfire ability pretty quick to bring down Flora. And it seems like it's just taking quite a bit to ult. Use Lucretia for stage 4 to cheese. Yeah, we're going to have to figure out, this is the stage, guys. Any of the stages that you're dealing with Flora are the super difficult stages. They are the really, really hard stages to deal with. Flora is a nightmare, guys. What's going on, Great Day? Leica, Thorin, Flora, Lorzin, Pippa is what I used. Lorzin, Thorin, Flora. Yeah, that sounds like a pretty solid comp. And again, even up here, getting Lucy to not die, which we can switch this up a little bit. See, fully geared, fully decked out with a plus 30 signature item. It dies in one hit. I don't even know how much damage. I don't think Flora's even really doing that. The pull-in as a group, them for the Flora Screg Invade. Yeah, this is some of the stages, guys. These are some of the more difficult stages. Let's see, because see here, I think the stall, we could even swap in. Let's swap out. I'm thinking let's swap this to team 2 and then probably swap out Nara. Let's drop in Thorin. Where's Thorin? Oh, Thorin is fused. May only use one fused hero in a formation. I forget even who Thorin is. I've had Thorin fused forever just because we don't use him for anything. You guys seen the cheese video not too long ago, but we haven't used him for anything else. And I'm wondering with Silas if we can get this to work. I'm just hoping that Silas can do a little bit of survivability. That was close. We almost had them taken down there. I think we might be able to do this. Pippa is a must. I've traded the same formation, Lucius, and I don't have Pippa's 20. Yeah, that was pretty close there. Because if we can get a couple heals, especially if we could keep Oden up a little bit. See, again, really close. I think we can get it with this party. We just have to get a little bit of the RNG down. Restart and put Ainz versus Flora. Yeah, we might have to. Try Ainz on team 2. Yeah, we might have to. Let's give it 2 more attempts, guys, and we can swap. We can swap the Ainz comp in here. We might have to. Flora is just a monster, guys. You're not going to do it with Damon. We got down to just having 1 hero left. That's all that we had left was... Oh, I thought we almost had it, guys. I thought we had it on that one. Which I think when Flora came down. So there we took out, boom. I think he drinks a potion. There's the alt. Flora came down. Very, very close. All right, so let's back out of this, guys. We're going to swap our Ainz comp into team 2. The rest of these, we shouldn't really have that much problem. And here we do have Taylene as well. So I'm sure that will help quite a bit. You need Thorin cheese for this fight. We might have to swap up Thorin. Thorin might be the one that we're going to have to swap out. I don't know, because if we can get Ainz alt... But look at that, guys. If Rose is following Cecilia, that's going to be a devastating comp, honestly. That's crazy. The combination... I've had Rose follow some random heroes, and honestly, when it comes to them following the random heroes, it's crazy. Like I had Rose follow Pharrell. Rose following Pharrell's pretty good. Mustaf have joined us as well. Alna died before the immunity. Yeah, the first one, it is just going to be this Flora fight, guys. Need a little bit more survivability, even if we have a chance of Taylene coming back up. Because Taylene's only coming up like just for a split second. Double alt. See, we can get... I think we just need some RNG. What's going on, Hyatt? I think you can get it with the combo. Eins can't do it though. I couldn't do it at 398. Yeah, it seems like, again, it's just going to be some RNG on when we can get Taline to pop back up. And I think some of it too is what side, where Taline is going to be. This is what a lot of the campaign is about, guys. It is about quite a bit of RNG. I hope they do for Silas what they did for Rose, him buffing Thorn. Yeah, a lot of people try to manually use Silas. If you slow it down quite a bit, you can manually use Silas pretty easy, but that's what a lot of people have done. Thinking, let's try again. We want to try, even there, we can't use Eins versus Cecilia. Cecilia is another hero, guys, that is really, really strong. Wonder if we dropped out Nemitsu. Sometimes when we drop out Nemitsu and we drop in, oh, did we use Silas here? Let's drop out. I'm going to try Rowan, just because I know for the ult. See if we can get Rowan to get the energy potion, and Rowan get some stuns. This is usually the comp that I run for quite a bit, so we just have Rose to deal with now. Look at Rose, guys. Look at the damage that Rose can take. Look at the damage Flora takes. All right. Yeah, I thought about Nemitsu with Tassi, but we got it that way. Kind of a cheat, and that's how powerful Rowan is, guys. Let's see. We'll drop Lucy in the back in this one. There we go. Lucy gets that one done pretty easy. 394 million. But now for this one. This one's going to be a little bit tougher because we did take out Rowan. We can't have Rose dying right off the bat. Which we might have to drop out Tassi of this one for some more support. Even Leica for the energy boost. We'll try it. Twins for the haste. Yeah, we actually don't have twins in the formation. We could do Aziz too. We have Aziz in there as well. Maybe he could last for a second, but we still get the energy boost even if he dies. I think we can probably get this one done. Yeah, I think we can get this one done. Guess Lucretia is my biggest priority. Yeah, you're it. Lucretia is absolute insanity, guys. If you haven't seen it yet, or if you guys haven't noticed, she's just crazy strong. It is honestly just crazy strong with how good Lucretia is. Rona in my mind is the best support. Yes, absolutely, Chris Brown. Big support. It's crazy how strong Rowan is, honestly. Oh, that was close. We just had Khazard, guys, and we'd have been done. I feel like Joker is very underappreciated. I have him plus 30, not 3 of 9. He's amazing. Yeah, Miles. Sometimes he does really well. Again, similar to a lot of other heroes, he has to have a very specific team comp to work well. If you can get the team comp to work, if you can get it to click, it works really well. It does take a considerable amount of investment, but then again, a lot of heroes do. Yep, there you go. So Joker is amazing. Use Joker instead of Rose. I'm trying to get Mahira to just continuously ult. That's kind of the big thing here. If we can get some crowd control on these guys, see, and there the totems can't be back there. If we can get Khazard right there to throw some heavy crowd control at the beginning of a battle, it'll be relatively easy. We just need the RNG with the crowd control, honestly. It'll get there. I use Joker with the Gwen combo. Yeah. Joker and Gwen are a very, very solid, just because you're going to trigger that ability immediately. You always trigger that ability really, really fast. See, and we got some good RNG with the crowd control there. I think we got it. There we go. Got it done, guys. Boom. Chapter 35 is done. Are these chapter 41? Yes, Hills. These are the formations they are using in chapter 41. I really thought, could they work here? And they do work. We struggled with getting through the rest of 35. 394 there. Boom. 126, 93 million. 35 is done, guys. That is right. Next chapter. So now we're into the Dragon's Rest. All right. So there is the Dragon's Rest, guys. Let's collect some of our loot here. We get another tier 3 stone, get 20 red chests, which I'm thinking that might give us enough to finish out Orthos. Finally, guys. 29. There we go. Plus 30 signature item for Orthos. Enemies that remain too close to Orthos for more than 6 seconds will become frozen in time. Adds a big crowd control aspect to him. 36, guys. Finally got it done. But now comes the real push. Now that we finally got done with one step, it's right on to the next step. Very nice. Is this my best account? Yes. This account has passed in power. The FHG account, there's our 9,000 diamonds. So we have completed that. Takes us to 15,000. We'll do some summons before we're done. Look at that. We got a chest there. We got some faction gear, which is awesome. And we will just continue through here, guys. Still have a lot of time left. Oh, that's very, very cool. Only count we have in 36. And we're just going to continue progression on here. I want to see how far we can go. What heroes do you suggest giving T3 stones other than Ainz, Damon, Iran? With the tier 3 stones, I used several of them on some of the Twisted Realm bosses, or some of the Twisted Realm comps. So I used them on Grez because we use Grez for almost everything. I used 1 or 2 on Saurus because, again, we use Saurus for most of the combinations as well. That's really what I looked at, is where we're going to use the heroes at, ultimately. Yeah, hopefully, 100% Kenneth, I agree with you. I hope they give us a break with heroes. They've, like I said earlier, they said no more than 2 more a month, and it doesn't seem like that's the case anymore, that they're just pumping out heroes right now like crazy. Dang, Odin putting up a ton of damage. Yes, absolutely, Miles. Odin puts up a ton of damage. If you guys haven't seen, since Odin got his rework, he puts out a crazy amount of damage, has a ton of crowd control, has the portals, has energy disintegration, and the longer he's up in battle, the stronger he gets. He is a hero that when they reworked him, the rework was crazy. They did such a very, very solid rework on there. I just got Raku with a level 30 signature item. Yep, Chris, Raku is another hero that is a relatively new hero, but everybody is building them. Everyone, chapter 36 plus, going all the way to 41, is using the Raku team comps. Honestly, they have been using the very, very strong team comps with Raku. Respin seemed like he was going to take off, like he was doing well for a little bit. Then Lilith dropped Raku, and Respin went absolutely nothing. This one, if you guys haven't seen, the problem in this one is Baden's ads. So they are really difficult to work with. As Baden gets stronger, the deficiency gets stronger. Baden's ads are a giant pain in the butt, especially because he usually drops them back here on Eins, and he dies really quick. K-Sauce with the throwing axes right there can take him out very fast as well. But we got to buy Eins time to power up. Even there, Entendre, one single hit took him out. Can I show the Raku team comps? Off the top of my head, Hills, I'm not 100% sure the Raku team comps. I was trying to think about it. We can try the Lucretia team since we were running with this one. So we'll do the 5-pole like we've seen utilized in a ton of spots they run it with Queen. Queen, I know, does need a little bit of a higher signature item, but they do run it with Queen. And then our final one, they were running it with Sophia. They ran it with Silas. I've seen a couple different formations for the last hero, but I like Orthos for that 3-second stun. The stun ability in there really, really can work. There we go, guys. 486 million damage. And now the 5 teams are back. Yeah, just like that, guys. We are back to the 5 teams. So we got a break for a second. And look at that. First pull is our 5 pull. So there's Skarath, there's Iran. Looks like we got Leica in here with Sophia. There's the Raku team comp. Let's look at this one and see exactly. Look at Raku, guys. A mythic Raku. Right there. A mythic Raku, 325 million damage. So there he is, buffed up. Arthur Gwen, keeping everyone right in the back with Astrilda and Queen. So look at the combination of heroes that are utilized here, guys. And again, Raku's only at mythic. Imagine if he was ascended. Imagine if he had stars. Would work absolutely flawlessly. This is a pretty low-level team overall when you look at the stars. There's the ultimate. Boom, took out Namora right there. Yep, so there's a Raku team, Hills. Let's see what else we got here. There's the stall comp. That is the go-to stall comp with Flora there. Here's Eins and Albedo with Alna. And then here is the Damon team. So we got Damon in here with Garez. Interesting combinations there. But let's see what we can do. 5th team. Again, 4th team, we're going to have to come up with the God tier comp. The God tier comp doesn't seem to work super well. In a lot of these formations right now, it doesn't seem like the God tier comp works super well. So we're going to have to relook at our formations here and figure out on 36-4 the 5 teams that we're going to run, because I'm going to have to swap out quite a these. We're going to have to utilize Ezio. I'm going to have to get these heroes geared up. So we're going to have to wait on that combination, guys. What did you miss? Yep. Air tap, if you can see. Boom. We are in chapter 36. That is right. We are back to 5 teams again. So we're going to have to rework some of these teams to see exactly what we can build. But right now, guys, we got a little bit of time left. We're going to go ahead. We're going to do some summons. We were looking for the Celestial hero, and we were looking for Desira. We're building them out. Here we have Desira already at Mythic. So we want to take her up to Mythic Plus. We want to get her up to Ascended so we can get the frame. Plus we can get all of the new, all of the information, or all of the free loot that's in there. Yeah, I definitely agree with you. God tier comp has kind of died. It seems like earlier it works really well. Until you start making a little bit of progression. When you start getting into late game and end game, you don't see any formations where they use the full God tier comp again. I don't see anywhere that runs, again, that solid God tier comp. I see a lot of the stall comps in here, which there's the God tier comp. Wilford ran it right there. Look at that, Mahira not even being fully built. In here, we got the Damon comp. We got Lucy right there. Again, Flora and Thorin. Kind of the God tier comp, but we got Grez throwing in there. And then the 5 pull again. So we can look through here and see what my friends and my guild mates use to get through here. What is a good artifact for Lucy? For Lucy, I build her with the eye. The thing is, crit, okay, yes, you absolutely want Lucy to crit. Physical resistance, PR, yes, you want her physical resistance. She has to live. Haste, absolutely. Crit strikes deal 30% more damage. Again, exactly what you want to put on Lucy, exactly how you want to build her. All right, so let's check out our bags, guys. We got our new tier 3 stone right there. We have a couple stones. So we have 4 elite hero stones. Hopefully we can get some pulls here and get some lucky RNG, guys. Boom. We got Silas, we got Flora, Kalthar, and then we have a Graveborn fodder. So 3 out of 4 Graveborns there. Not too bad overall with the pulls. I think we already have Silas maxed out though. So we'll have to look at who we can build. So we're 1 scroll short, a little bit of companion points, but we do have our 15,000 diamonds. Plus we picked up 20 Stargazer cards, still looking for more real. And we still have 1 more pull here to pull Desira. So we're gonna get Desira. We have 8 days on the reset. We need 4 more copies of her. Little bit of food, she'll be ascended. And then it'll be all diamonds, all celestials and hypogens until the new hero is released. This will be our last Graveborn, guys. I believe this is the very last one. And a double right off the bat, guys. So there is Desira, and we got a copy of Drez. Very nice. Drez is not finished out at this point either. And we got another card on the table, which we're going to go, let's go Graveborn. Still looking again for a little bit more food to build out Desira, which there's a copy of Oden. All right, so we got a couple summons. Said she is done. Let's go ahead and Stargaze, guys. So we're going to do 4 pulls here with the Stargaze. Very nice. We got a double with our 1 single pull that we got. That's some good summoning luck, and that's exactly what I love. Looks like Pants and Blood is summoning here Wukong. I'm not sure if he knows you can get them from the store, but we have 4 pulls here, guys. All right, so pull number 1. Got a couple of resources, only 1 rare card there. Hoping in 4 pulls we can get at least 1 copy of her. 2 rare cards right there, a little bit more resources. All right, so we got 2 more summons. Graveborn card and a Mauler card, so that's a pretty good summons there. And our final one, hopefully we can pull a copy of her, which we did. There's a copy of Morel, guys. We also did get a lot more resources. So very nice. So 1 copy closer. We have 28 left. We can do a single summon here. Hopefully get lucky with the pull. 4 more rares, so not too bad. We needed food. We definitely need a lot more food. Trying to gain a couple more levels with our resources here. And the event is almost done, guys. So Graveborn, we got another copy of Nara. Maulers, we pulled a Titus there. Still got to finish out a lot of these heroes. So we have 1 single red chest. Oh my God, what's going on, Anthony? Trying to build out a Mauler for the faction tower. Need those Stargazer cards. Any Mauler recommendations? Honestly, AirTap, the best for the Maulers. 2 heroes, really. 1, Entendre. Entendre is very, very strong when it comes to the Mauler tower. And most of the floors are running Kren. So Kren has been very important for the Mauler tower. I've seen him in a ton of formations. Even looking at the team comps that we have here, almost every team comp is running Kren. Right there, plus 39 of 9 for Kren. Right here, running with Satrena and with Scrag. Scrag 130 million damage max out. But a lot of teams, Again, this is a strong team. Titus is there. You just need the Maulers built, really. How far did we go in the chest? So for the event, guys, we went all the way down to 1710 is what we're at. So we just picked up this chest at 17. This one's at 19, which is a tier 3 stone. But you can see a lot of players down there. We don't have anyone down here, but we're making a lot of progression. So we bought all of our chests out that we could in here, bought a ton of red chests. Dreamy Garden, we're still working on this as well. We're going to finish this out within the next couple days. Get a free copy. Out of here, again, with the chest, I would go Rowan number 1, Raccoon number 2, and then I would go with Flora. Pippa's good, but if you're not building Pippa, Peggy, still never found a place where Peggy really does work. Yep, Kren and Antandra, Scrag, Titus, Nemitsu, Cetrina, or Cetrina, yes. Sophia is a hero that a lot of players have stopped using. I know we have her pretty well built, but a lot of players, again, have quit using Sophia. I've seen her utility go down a lot. As we've continued and as we continue to build up all of our other heroes, her utility has went down quite a bit. And even in the 5 pull, she's been bumped out. She's been bumped out. Most players use Queen in the 5 pull instead of using Cetrina or instead of Sophia. So they've actually been just kind of dropped out there. Yeah, I know the arena tickets. So what I do, I go through and use your arena tickets, guys. I usually stay around 50. I love pulling these because we finally have these artifacts up to 5 stars. So we can actually sell all of these out, which is huge. We are always dead broke when it comes to having any gold at all. So anything that I can sell, I definitely sell out. Does Dimensionals count as half a hero for the month, or does Lilith don't really go with the... Yeah, I'm assuming. So Hills, as many of you guys know, again, if you've been playing AFK Arena for a little bit of time, Lilith came out and said, we will not release more than 2 heroes in a single month. But that doesn't seem to be the case anymore. That was with when they released both of the Dimensionals together on top of other heroes. They said no more than 2 in a month. So I don't know exactly what happened now or why they just started doing all of them again, but they have. All right, so we got 2 summons here, trying to pick up at least 1 more mythic piece. We got some legendaries there. Boom, there's a mythic, which is another piece for Estrilda. So I think she is pretty close. I think she's pretty close to being done, guys. Let's go ahead. We'll put these on there. Estrilda is at 7. So again, she is pretty close to being done. But at this point, we're going to have to look at who, because 7's usually the point where I drop them out. But we already have a lot of heroes maxed out. Pippa, we're still trying to get maxed out. We could even do some more Gorvo here. Let's look at our Dimensionals, because I know we want Ezio in there, which Ezio's in there. You know what? Let's drop out Estrilda. Let's put in the Prince of Persia. We'll stay there. We'll stay with those. My Sophia. Yeah, I know, Zarza, that's what a lot of people have said with Sophia. Even if you look through team comps, is most people are not using Sophia at all anymore. So I don't know if there's going to be a point where she is going to be worth swapping for another hero, possibly. Looking at doing a swap scroll with her, but I like her skill set. I like what she does, but it seems like it's just relatively inefficient with a lot of the older heroes, guys. I think they were referring to the dimensional heroes, not the regular ones. What do you mean, Highwind? For the heroes? No, they were talking about heroes. Everyone was throwing a fit when Albedo and Ainz came out. I believe they had 2 other heroes at the same time when they dropped double dimensionals. And then they did the same thing with Queen and Joker, the double dimensionals. But they had, I think, 4 heroes in a month. And it was too much. It's way too much to try to catch up to the heroes. Why do you have no high priority furniture heroes? Hyatt, most of them are built. So a lot of the high priority heroes, even here we have 242 mythic pieces of furniture. A lot of them are already built. We have built a lot of the core heroes, I guess, are already at 9 of 9. Sophia owns Queen because Sophia is already at 3 stars. Yeah, but Queen's easy because you can just take her to 5 stars. Is in your starts? No, Hyatt, I just go with what I have. I'm maxing out all of the heroes. I just put them down here. We could pop our whole team up there, but ultimately, especially with all of the heroes that have 9 of 9 furniture, it's not going to make a difference. It's not going to prioritize anything different for their specific furniture. So I just put them all in low priority and they sit there. Might tweak 1 or 2 pieces of furniture, but that's why I reassign them every time we do the summons to go ahead and just go ahead and redo it. The issue with Sophia is that when you have built heroes, yeah, and that's it. She's slow on the cast, even with her 9 of 9 furniture. The ultimate ability is a little bit slow. She doesn't attack that fast. It really doesn't help. Does Albedo count herself? As far as I've been told, Albedo does count herself. So during the battle, the attack rating of all dimensional heroes are increased by 15% for every dimensional hero in the formation. The effects of the ability can stack up to 3 times. As far as I have been told, that she does include herself. So she brings the buff. She definitely brings the buff. You could put core heroes back in and level up set items. Prince's furniture is super overlooked. Yeah, the Prince's furniture, the big thing with him is the 9 of 9. So with the 9 of 9, the recall effect, it's like a cheat death. So essentially, he can go and take fatal damage. He'll do recall. This gives him another chance to do recall, so he can actually do the recall ability again. And then, of course, right here, after the ultimate ability recall is triggered, he has more defense or more dodge, and then he has more crit, which is very strong. I've been building him out. He's another hero we've been building out slowly. Does Baden get used anymore? No, not that I have seen. I don't know anyone that uses Baden. I don't know. When you start getting a big level deficiency with Baden, his phantoms die out in a hit. So Baden doesn't cast the phantoms fast enough to even make a difference because they're dying out in a single hit. So it kind of really stinks that he can't do anything else, but it dies out. It dies out that quick. So we have Titus already maxed here. So there's Titus. Brutus, we need more copies of. We have him there, Mythic Plus. Warwick, we have him at Mythic Plus, need more copies. And we have Inoki, and we have K-Sauce. Here is just Almas. We have all of those maxed out. So even here we have 1, 2. Guess what, guys? That's right. It is time to build our buddy Almas. A little bit more food and Almas will be done. And he is our final Wilder. Just like Graveborns. So here we have Desira needs a little bit more food. Nara and Oden are both already at 5 stars. And then everybody is built. So we need 3 more copies of Desira, a little bit more food, and all of the Graveborns are built as well. Here, still just adding stars on a bunch of heroes here. Building right now Moriel, and then we'll build out Leofric. That's it, guys. We almost have all of the teams and all of the heroes built. We're getting really close. Finally, I was able to join Hippo Shack. Well, thank you, Pluto, for joining us. Let's hope for a Thane buff. What's going on, Gotcha Sky? We got a brand new subscriber here. All right, so in the unions, guys, I think that is probably going to be for, here we go, Wisdom and Hope. So we got Almas built, so that is permanent. Field of Stars is already done. We're getting pretty far in here. Now it's going to be at the point of building up the teams and pushing all 5 teams through Chapter 36. So even here, Wall of Legends, number 5. So we dropped a little bit. It looks like we're stuck kind of in the same with a couple other players. Here, we can't make any more progression with the King's Tower. We need to gain more levels. We need to gain more levels to increase our power to build it up a little. And Renee joins us as well, or Ray Yene. What about Solus? Solus is another hero that a lot of players do not use. So the big thing here with Solus is the Floral Spectre is kind of the problem that we find with her. So essentially, with the Floral Spectre dies out in a single hit. It cannot take any damage at all. It cannot tank anything. Similar to Nemitsu's Totems, if you pop it up, even if you don't have the 3 of 9 furniture, it doesn't come back in the spectral form. So this ability is completely negated, which puts her damage far down the scale because of missing that ability. You can't use this ability because it dies out too quick. If they gave this more of a buff, if they gave it more of hit points, if they gave it more of a survivability aspect, it would make a big difference. But again, a lot of people don't use Solus. What is your hero alert icon reward? What do you mean, Robert? The hero alert icon reward. Oh, up here. I see what you're saying. Probably an achievement. Reach legendary with wisdom and hope. There we go. We got a brand new sticker. Took me a minute to understand what you're saying. And Chaotic is a new subscriber as well. What's going on, Monsi? Hi there. I have some questions about the game. Can I ask you on Discord? Yeah, if you have specific questions about formations, Santa, yes, definitely pop them up in Discord. It's the easiest way, especially if you want formation help. We can look at formations. But ultimately, if you got some just general questions, a lot of players in here answer a lot of them. Played with Hippo Shack during the Abyssal event recently. Wow, I never put that together. Oh yeah, Hippo Shack is the free-to-play account, guys. Javid and I were in there. I know a lot of the viewers are in there. We started the Hippo Shack. We've been making a lot of progression. Been using Shmira in there and Ainz in there as a carry. It's been working very well. Buffing campaign Solus, she already one tap. Yeah. And similar to a lot of different teams, guys, when you're fighting heroes in the campaign, because of the level deficiency, the heroes in here are not very indicative of the heroes that you're fighting. So in here, when you fight, let's say, a Solus in here is absolutely crazy to deal with, just like Flora, just like Baden. They're really, really tough in here, but it's a whole different scenario when you play them. And even if you have them built, it's very difficult to fight them. It's really, really tough. Guys, and look, this is going to be the new wall. We seen this back when we were in chapter 34 before they did the buff. Look at all of the players in here, guys. Just stacks of players. And a lot of these are from the guild. Stacks of players, all trying to push through here, because this is where the level gaps come in. And this is where the power is really tested, guys. 569. Even looking up here, though, 622. That is a massive, massive level deficiency. Even going up here towards the top, 625 on 3660. So that, again, is a massive level deficiency to get through here. So the resonating crystal is going to have to be where we're going to spend most of our time. We got another brand new sub. Adam just joined us. I have 6 golden shaped cards in the bag. So the golden shaped cards, guys, these little cards they give you bonuses if you make a purchase. I'm not sure if we have one up here. Yep, limited offer. Here we go. So we can spend rewards, surprise coupons. These are the little gold coins. When making a purchase, you have an opportunity to get extra rewards. These are the rewards that they're going to give me from both of these. So essentially, if you're going to make a purchase, and I believe it only applies to, I think it's the $50 or the $100 purchases that you can use these. If you're using them in different places, you cannot use any of the rewards. It might even just be those special bundles that you see, the limited offers that pop up. Because right there is the spend rewards. I can turn it off if I don't want to use my cards. I can turn it on if I do want to use my cards. It just gives me bonus loot. And they were rewarded for players that have bought purchases or made purchases before in AFK Arena. Raku, Tassi, Leica, Iran, Namora, Saurus. Yeah, the Wilders are stacked, guys. Honestly, they are very, very stacked with heroes. The Wilders are crazy stacked, just like Graveborn. I mean, when you run down the list, so even looking at Graveborn, the top row, you know, a priority, Chimera used in the Twisted Realm. Second row, most of the heroes are used. Even down here, Desire is used. These not so much, but 4 out of what, 15 heroes that maybe don't have a very high priority to be used. Stargazing for Taylene. Would I still be able to push with her? Sean, you can. I use Taylene on my free-to-play account, and I use Taylene at, I believe, Legendary right now. Taylene works really well. Works really well because the enemies will kill Taylene. She'll come back to life. They'll kill her again because there is a level deficiency there or a power deficiency. They'll kill Taylene 2 or 3, sometimes even 4 times in a single battle. I have her in the formation that I run with Ainz. It works well. Just got Damon ascended. First ascend, I need 1 copy of Rowan to ascend him. Which hero should I focus on building to help Damon carry? Damon just needs time. That's really the big thing. Damon, any support, if you're running Damon with Rowan, that's a very good support. Damon, if you're running Damon with Pharrell, that can work very, very well because he has an energy disintegration. Oden will work well with Damon. Again, not allowing enemies to ult. There's a lot of heroes that do work well with Damon. And again, making him, just giving him time to scale, giving him time to build up. Damon will carry by himself. He will absolutely carry by himself. I did the honorable enrollment, then everyone did a great, yeah. If you got honorable enrollment for the Abyssal Expedition, and pretty soon, guys, we know the hunting fields are coming back. They've already told us hunting fields will be back shortly. So we'll have to see. I feel like they should nerf the cost of the resonating crystal. I'm at 385. Takes like 15 million gold. Yes, it is very expensive, Miles. So instead of them just lowering the cost of the resonating crystal, they've done the opposite and they've just lowered the power of the campaign heroes. So it's much easier to just make it easier in the campaign versus making the resonating crystal, giving you more power on one side. They just nerfed power on the other side. I'm using Saurus as my main carry. What is the best team with him? Saurus is a hero that, again, just needs support. Saurus does well with Tassi because Tassi will give him mitigation. So if she banishes a hero or sleeps a hero, works really well. Saurus needs crowd control because if Saurus gets crowd controlled, which I think it is this one, if he gets crowd control or if he gets interrupted, he loses his stacks. So with Saurus, particularly, you have to be able to crowd control the enemy because you don't want him to lose stacks. If he loses stacks, guys, he loses all of his buffs and he doesn't work very well. If he drops all of his buffs, we see it with Dark Arden if you're running Saurus. If Dark Arden interrupts him, he loses all 5 of his stacks and it doesn't work. It doesn't work very well. Should I Stargaze Twins to Ascended or leave at Mythic? Gelvi, I would leave him at Mythic. Honestly, the priority that I run is taking the twins, running the twins up to Mythic, and then once they are at Mythic, I would swap over to Lucretia. This would be my next build. I would absolutely take the twins to Mythic. In the Stargazer, the quicker you got them built, the better, so you can unlock their signature item. The signature item is going to address the issue of the survivability. That's really the main thing with the twins is if you get the plus 20 signature item, they get a nice damage mitigation. When the normal attack deals a crit, the affected enemy damage towards Leilani will be reduced by 40%, guys. That is the survivability that you want to make sure that you get with the twins. And then Lucy, you just want to build and max out because she will destroy everything. See you later, Levi. Have a great day. Is there a significant difference between Odin plus 20 and plus 30? With Oden, yes, there is. So let's take a look at that, guys. Right here, I have met plus 25 to get the haste right here. It does give him 5 more haste. So each time the ability Eye of Evil reaches 200 fiend points, he gets 3% attack, 3 haste. Look down here, guys, when it hits 200. So the exact same requirements for the 10, 20, and 30. Attack rating is increased by 5%, and haste is raised by 4 points. So you're getting more haste. You're getting a 2% bonus or boost to damage. That over an entire fight is a insane amount of damage, guys. Even here it stacks 15. So you have 15 by 5 right here, or you have 15 by 3, and then again 15 by 4 or 15 by 3. The plus 30 for Oden is absolutely, in my opinion, if you're going to use him, it is a necessity to really maximize his damage. He will put out a very, very high damage output. Then you couple it with the furniture bonuses that he gets. When he is alive, he passively uses Void Lightning every 8 seconds to attack the enemy with the highest current highest energy. So now you have the Void Lightning ability coming out every 8 seconds, coupled with the boost you're getting here for the attack rating. So that Void Lightning ability is doing more damage every 8 seconds, making him even stronger, guys. Yeah, making him even stronger. Where is Drez used? Drez is used, the biggest thing that we've seen for Drez is one, the Mauler Tower we've used Drez, but he is an absolute monster when it comes to the Abyssal Expedition. Why? He has the ability to shield himself. So when you're running specifically, when you're running with Rangers or when you're running Celerity, any heroes that have the ability to shield themselves or the ability to extend their life, especially when you stack relics behind him, he is able to take out entire teams, same as what Lucretia does when it comes to the Abyssal Expedition, because of this shielding coefficient here. In addition, for the boss fights, he can do lower the damage rating for the bosses. So we've seen Drez used quite a bit in the Abyssal Expedition to lower the defense rating on the bosses. And again, he does have a shielding ability, so he can keep himself alive. Where a lot of the Ranger classes would be dead, his shielding ability, he can keep himself alive. So it works pretty well. I haven't built any Mauler heroes yet, but I've been saving on 2 Legendary Plus Fodders. Yeah, Maulers, guys, there's quite a few. Maulers are a faction that requires a pretty high investment, honestly. In Gaming X, we got another new sub. We got a ton of subs on this one. Yep, Oden is key, and the Portal Party, guys. Is Cecilia good as a carry? Cecilia, unfortunately, is not. Cecilia will do pretty well. You can probably carry her maybe early game, mid game. She does need support. If she gets overwhelmed, because she is based on dodge, being a Ranger class, she can get killed out very easy when it comes to magic damage. She can die pretty quick. Free to play Stargazing Taline to Mythic, 1 copy. What should I Stargaze next? If you don't have the twins, build the twins. Once you have the twins built up to Mythic, absolutely go into building Lucretia. That is the next point. What point is Stargazing better than regular summons? So JL, the big thing with the Stargazing aspect of it is the King's Tower. So once you get to floor 125 of the King's Tower for these faction towers, you actually start picking up Stargazer cards. So this is where you want to get red chests. Even further back here, you start picking up Stargazer cards, and you get Stargazer cards every 10 floors. There they are. The big thing is, if you don't have enough heroes to push 125 or higher, if you start summoning too early or start Stargazing too early, JL, you're going to miss out on all the Stargazer cards. The general rule of thumb is 12 to 15 ascended heroes split among the 4 factions to do progression. As you're gaining levels, you can do progression in the tower. Again, if you start, let's say you only have 8 heroes, 6 heroes, and you start Stargazing, most of the time you're not going to be able to push this tower fast enough or far enough to pick up Stargazer cards to allow you to do more Stargazer summons. So you're kind of putting the cart before the horse because you're doing too many summons, wasting too many diamonds to hopefully get heroes. When you naturally get here or get far enough in the faction towers, you can Stargaze with all the cards that you get. So it does take a little bit of time. But again, 125 is where you start getting those Stargazer cards, which is exactly where you want to start. Since Rose can follow anyone, do you think we should plus 30? I would plus 30 Rose just because of what she brings. Plus 20 is really all that you need, but you will get to a point where the plus 30 helps. And the big thing here is the crit rating. So right there, raises allies crit rating. We've seen Rose now used in a ton of different formations. Used in the Gwen formation, we see her now with Mihira, especially when it comes to the Twisted Realm, if she's following Soras. We've seen her utilized in the Abyssal Expedition, a couple different places, especially now that we can make her follow who we want to. Again, plus 20 is really all that you need, but I do like the crit rating because she has a high crit rating, almost a 50% crit rating there, guys, which you can even get it a little bit higher, but you think of the hero that she's following for a double alt. If the hero she's following can alt twice, it's really strong. Plus, she provides crowd control. I do like what she brings to the table, guys. She's again, since they've had her follow who you choose, it's really strong. It's really nice to see. Gwen, I still got to build out a little bit more. Just like we have with a lot of heroes, we still have a lot of heroes to build, guys. We need more room in the Resonating Crystal. Still trying to open a lot more spots. Don't want to spend 1,600 diamonds, but we're close to having another unlock right there. Entendre, they consider the Isolde of the Maulers. So she can destroy teams by herself. She can push a ton of the Mauler tower by herself. You do have to have her built. You have to have her furniture. She receives 40% less damage from enemies that are out of range of the knockdown ability. 3 of 9, very good. When you're building her, 9 of 9, very, very strong when you're building her, guys. She's immune to enemy crowd control abilities, gets a 30% buff to the attack rating, and she recovers 70 energy points. Again, very strong with a rework. Yeah, Peggy definitely needs something. Just needs an adjustment. Should I switch to twins or wait until getting Ascended Taylene? I'm at Mythic now. Honestly, I would go for the twins. The big thing with the twins, guys, and I've stressed it in a couple videos, is there is not another hero in AFK Arena that does what the twins do. They're very unique with what they do and how well they do it with boosting up the haste, giving the link between the heroes. It's very, very powerful between... They're probably one of the highest utility heroes, like them and Rowan. They're used in almost everything. Even when you go to, let's say, Twisted Realm bosses, most of all of the formations use the twins because of the link. So right there, even there's the twins. They're used in all of the Twisted Realm. They're used in, a majority of the Abyssal Expedition. They're used in the Hunting Grounds. They're used in the campaign. They're used in the Trial of God. They're used in almost everything when it comes to AFK Arena. Their utility is unmatched by pretty much any other hero. Entendre is strong. She doesn't bring anything to the team. She's a good solo. Yep, and that's the same as Isolde. Isolde Miles is another hero that is really, really good. When it comes to the solo ability, he doesn't really bring anything to the team, but ultimately he can kind of do it himself. It is really the big thing is he can run the team himself. He can do it himself. He doesn't need all of the support of the other team. That's why she is the Mauler. The Mauler Isolde is what a lot of people have compared it to. All right, guys, so that will do it for today's stream. Make sure, guys, if you hit up the channel page, take a look at the Furry Hippo gaming wear. We have the store up on the channel page. Definitely check it out if you haven't already. It's also down below the video, so the store is up and live. We made it through chapter 35, guys, so we are into chapter 36. This is by far my strongest count, 742 million combat rating, guys. We are closing in on 1 billion combat rating, so we are definitely getting there with the heroes. Not too many heroes left to build. Here we have Thane and we have Oscar on this team. Here we have Kasos, we have Inoki. Wilders, we're building Almas. That is the only one we have here. And then for the Greyborn, we have Desira, which we're building as well. Both those factions, the Wilders and the Greyborn, will be done. Wukong, we're getting more copies of. We need Athalia, we need Zafriel, and we need Moriel. And then they'll be completed. Here we need Leofric, we need Mizoth, and then we need to finish out Mortis and then Zolrath, and they'll be done. And of course, all of the dimensional heroes are done, which is easy because they get instant 5 stars. So it is very, very cool to see the progression that we have made on this account. So we're going to get ready. Next stream, we're going to start trying to make progression, pushing through chapter 36. Finally made it to 36. Super stoked. First time that I have ever seen it. So we're going to have to get our heroes set, get our team set, get the signature items, get all the gear swapped over. Lilith has still not set up us with a remove all gear button. So when we go through here, we have to go through and manually remove gear after gear after gear to get all of our gear removed, guys. It's super annoying, especially when you go through the campaign and then you switch the towers, then you go to the Misty Valley, and then you go to Labyrinth. We need to push to get that remove all gear button. That is it, guys. Just want one button to remove all the gear. Yep, Keck, we did finish it. 35 is done. Finally, we are into 36. Got lucky with some summons as well. So again, guys, that will do it for Sunday's live stream. So have a great weekend, guys. Enjoy Memorial Day. Tomorrow I am off of work, which is awesome. Most of you guys know I work in finance, so we are closed. So it is going to be a day to relax and take it easy. So again, guys, thank you guys for joining me for live stream. Have a great weekend. And as always, thank you guys for watching.